Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm so happy you stopped by. Today I am planning in my work planner for the week of May 12th to May 18th. This is a classic size dashboard planner. I have chosen Watercolor Boxes and Florals by Kell of a Plan. I have got this, she has got this set that is so bright and colorful and happy, and it makes me feel like summer but still spring. So I'm going to use this set. It comes with a few boxes and some bullet points, so I'll be using those too because I do have a busy week. I have a report due and a coffee on Tuesday. I have a coffee on Wednesday. We may have field day on Thursday, which means the kiddo has got to be at school early. I have a team building on Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday are the weekend, and I don't work on the weekends, at least not at this job. So I'm going to start with, I think, my boxes today because I need boxes and bullet points. So I need 2 boxes here. I'm going to put a big box here. And I need a box here. So I need a big one, and I've got all the colors to choose from in the big one. I need a relatively, I think I'm going to do a square one here. And I'm going to do probably a square one and then one of these. So I think I want to use like this orange and yellow for the square ones. And I can use an orange. I think I want to use the blue bullet points. So I can use an orange. And then another yellow. I'm gonna need another box. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I may put a box over here. Although this will be a cluster. Let's just see what that looks like. So let's do yellow. Orange and yellow. Pink. Do orange, yellow, pink, and pink. I'm going to do yellow though. So I'm going to put yellow here for our team building. Do I want to do it like that? Or do I want to do it like that? I think I'm going to put it like this. And that way, if field day also happens to be this day, I can just drop another box in there and write it in there. Even though that doesn't have to do with work, it does a little bit. So if it's not on this day, if it ends up being on this day, then I'll just write it in. Okay, so that's a yellow. I need a square box up here. So let's do an orange square box here for Chai. And then we'll do a yellow square box here. I'm not going to have, yeah, I will. I'll do a E. I think I'm going to do yellow and I could put it up here like this. But I think I'm going to put it here. Just because. So because this has to be a pretty functional planner, sometimes balance has to go a little bit out the window for function. So I'm going to drop this down a little bit just so it's not, so this isn't all like right in a line. All right, and then I need bullet points. So I use bullet points for my priority of the day, or if I have for my one-on-ones. The good thing is I don't have 3 one-on-ones on Wednesday. One of my people is going to be out of town. So I will only need 2 for Wednesday. And I won't need 1 for Friday because we're going to be out of the office enough of Friday. I've got 2 meetings on Monday, so I'm going to use bullet points for those meetings. We're going to be out of the office midday, but I'm not going to be able to do anything really big on either side of not being there. So that's sort of a cluster, and then, so we're going to count that as 3. I may end up coming over here with something. For now, though, we're going to let that be. And I'm going to grab this big sticker. I think it'll go all the way across here, and if it won't, it's awfully big. Okay, so I'm gonna take some of this off so that it looks like it's not so it doesn't look like it's been cut off. I actually could come up here like this, and then come up here, and I'm going to come around this little blue piece, and come around this one like that. Let's see what that looks like. Okay. And then on this side, I'm gonna take, come in here, kind of come up here and make this a little pointy piece. Do the same with this. And I'm gonna come around here into onto this blue piece and off. Okay. Now, oh, I just almost ripped that. Now we can put this in here and it will look like it goes without. I wish I had slid that over a little bit, but I'm not going to fight with this because I've got some pretty delicate areas where I cut. And then where I almost ripped it in half. So we're going to leave that like it is. Okay, there is that. Now I've got a corner piece that's huge. Oh my goodness, this piece is huge. How far up is that going to go? That's going to go so far up. So before I take this out of the book, I'm going to come in here and cut right around this blue flower and take these off. And I'll be able to use them somewhere else. I just don't want to use them right there because I do use this checklist. So I don't want them going all the way up that far. We're going to try to get this down straight. We'll see if we can succeed. It is not straight, but it is as straight as it's going to get. We are not going to worry about it. It's not awful. It's more just hanging off everywhere than crooked. I just cut my page, but that's okay. Okay, so that's perfect because that just barely comes up into there. So I can still, I'll still be able to use my whole checklist, which is a good thing. Let's put something up here. I actually think I want a quote up here. I don't want a quote down here, so maybe like a longer quote down here. And a quote up here, and then I might put a little box cluster up here. And maybe like an orange and a pink box. Or blue. I need to bring blue in. Okay. So, quotes. Quotes, quotes, quotes. Oh, I also have these functional words that I've pulled out of other boxes. And Heather, I don't even remember what book this was from, but I've used all the florals in it, so I pulled the words out. But I've got this week, and it matches pretty darn good. So I'm going to use that right here. And a quote, or several quotes. Nothing spring, nothing pink, nothing Mother's Day. Got rainbow quotes, but I don't think any of the rainbow quotes are gonna work. Because I don't think there are any that are gonna be long enough. I'm not seeing it. Well, nope, I was right. All right, let's see what's in Black Quotes Volume 2. I should know exactly what's in every one of these books because I go through them all the dadgum time. Not feeling sarcastic. I also have Volume 3 that might have something really good in it that would go across here because she's got some longer stuff in Volume 3. Kind of need long and wide here, but I could also put a little bit of floral in there. Conquer from Within. How about that? So we'll put this in here. And then I'll put some flowers in with it. Kind of like Women Empower Women. I work with a team of 26 women. Or I'm one of 25 or 26. So, and if you have ever worked with a team of all women that's that big, you kind of know why it's good to remind yourself to be a kind woman. It is not easy. It's not easy to work with a bunch of women. So I kind of like that, Women Empower Women, but that's not really going to be big enough could cut it up. I'm going to do that. I'm going to cut it up. I think this was actually out of Black Quotes Volume 1. Or it wasn't called Volume 1. I think it was just called Black Quotes. But we'll soften this edges of Empower. Okay, so I'm going to take this. What I'm envisioning is women down here. Like somewhere in this neighborhood. And then Power will go like here. Or should Empower be here? Maybe Empower should be there. And then this women can be right here. And then I have room to write in there. That's what we're going to do with that. I'm just looking for this W to kind of hug that. Not really hug it, but sort of follow the line of that. That is probably not straight. But I kind of can't be bothered to care. And then we're going to put Empower here. And then we're going to put this Women. Here. Ooh, that is so crooked. Wonder if it'll come up. The good thing is this is happy planner paper, and I don't know what kind of paper it is, but it does let go pretty good. Now I've got to try not to get it crooked the other way. That feels better to me. Okay. And then Conquer from Within is going to go over here. But I want some flowers with it. So, do I want it in the middle? Or on one side or the other? So I've got some great little bouquets. I think I'm going to put it there. And I want some flowers coming off this side. This one. this one. I think I want that piece of it. So there's my conquer from within, so I can come about that far out. Somewhere about here. And if I cut it a little big, it's not a huge deal. Where is my washi cutter? My desk is a mess. I do not know where my washi cutter is. Well, I mean, I could eyeball it, but I'd really rather not. What did I do? Oh, there it is. I just found out. I was going to say, how does a washi cutter disappear? The way it disappears is you lay it down on a white piece of paper, and it's a white washi cutter. And it will disappear. Now let's hope that I cut this right. Oh, shoot. Pretty sure I did. Okie dokie. We're going to put that where it goes. Drop this in. Right there. Need to clean my scissors off. And then conquer from within. It's going to go right here. Oh, that is perfect. I'm very, very, very happy with that. Okay. I want some flowers up here, or maybe down the side, and I think I do want to do the boxes, so I'm going to do a blue box, maybe a blue and an orange. Now the question is, do I want to go across the top or down the side? If I go down the side, that means my boxes are going to have to go there. I won't be trapping anything there. So I think I will go down that side. So I'm going to use the rest of this piece. Did I cut through that page? I just about cut through that page. I haven't done that in a minute. I'm going to trim off some of this extra offset. This book came out when this book came out, Heather was putting a really big offset around all of her florals. I don't know if she had to for her printer or if it's just what she knew. But it's what she was doing at the time. And so you have a lot of clear around all the florals. She puts a much smaller offset on her florals now. I'm sorry, I had to get that off. I can only let it go for so long. Okay. I'm going to drop this in right here. And then I think this yellow and pink. I need something fairly big there though. I want it to kind of come out. Well, actually, so I was going to do blue and orange, and I think what I'm going to do is 2 long boxes because I've got so much on this side. I think I'm going to do this. Should I do pink and blue? I don't think so. I'm going to do blue and orange. I got a piece of sticker on my finger and I can't get it off. So I drop that orange right there. And I take this blue under it. So orange is going to go there. Blue is going to go sort of there. And then I'm going to take this floral. To about there, I think. And then I'm going to cut that off. So I'm cutting off this little whoosh. So I'm just going to make this look like it doesn't do that. So that it'll tuck right there. Because it's so dark, I don't want it over it. So this is where so many planners are like, It's why so many planners scream, don't be afraid to cut up your stickers. Okay, this is a yes, yes, yes. So I'm going to go ahead and put these down. I'm going to drop this one in right here. I'm not going to set it yet. So I want this one to kind of come in right here. I'm hoping that's straight. I think that's pretty straight. I'm actually going to, I think, cut that off. You can see the blue underneath it, and I don't want to be able to see the blue underneath it. Now, this is going to get interesting, because this may not want to come up. Oh, but it did. Nice. Sometimes when you do what I just did and cut it before you pull the sticker up, you end up, the top sticker will pull the bottom sticker, the cut part, off with it. But that one came up pretty nicely. Now, I don't care if this rips the page. I just don't want to rip the sticker. I'm not going to use this for anything. I just don't want the sticker underneath. I want a remnant of the sticker underneath. Okay, I'm much happier with that. That looks so much better. All right. I think I'm going to kind of come all the way around this with florals. So I'm going to take I think this one. And we're going to go to the same point on it that we did this other one. I think I want to come this way. Wait. That won't work. Go this way with it. I want it to be about there. Let's see. No, I don't want to do that. We'll go this way. I'm going to cut off this offset again. I just got that totally stuck. That stuff stuck to everything. piece of sticker stuck to the back of the sticker. Okay. Well, isn't that almost a perfect fit? All right. And then, you know what I was gonna do? It's gonna come all the way around, but now I'm thinking I'm just gonna go right in here with a piece. I think I'm gonna use this piece maybe. And then I can write up here if I want to. Because I'm probably gonna need some extra room to write since I've used up so much of this side with boxes. I think I've said that multiple times now, but trying to remind myself I'm gonna need that room. Oh, I ripped that sticker, but it ripped right down the line of that leaf. So it's all good. Some days I get pretty lucky and we have just a happy little accident. And some days I just mess it all up. And I never know what kind of day it's gonna be when I start these videos. So I don't want that to come past that edge. I'm having trouble. I want it to lay flat for me. This sticker is wanting to curl. That's better. We're gonna go right there. And I'm gonna take that little point off. Just so it won't come over that box, because that would bother me. I almost want a little quote up here, but I don't want a quote right by a quote. That kind of irritates the snot out of me. Could put a little quote down here if I could find a little bitty one. And then it's right across from that, so that's no bueno either. I could put another box up here, but I don't know what box I would use. Maybe just a little piece of a floral. Oh, look, I have a tiny little piece of floral that I've already cut. I know I said I was going to write up there. I know. I know. Guess what? I'm not. Okay, that is a spread, y'all. That's, if I keep going, I mean, this really does have to be a functional, this needs to be functional for me. I do use daily sheets. So, I can just use my daily sheet, but I like to be able to plan out my week, and I like to do a lot of planning on Sunday, and so this kind of gets all filled up on Sunday, and then then I use my daily sheets daily. But I'm loving it. I love the bright colors. It feels springy, but it also feels warm. So I'm really like this. I can't wait to use this spread. Hope you enjoyed it too. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Hope you have a great week, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.